Okay.
Yes, now recording.
Okay. So we kind of wanted to go over with you guys like the first few days, because we've been seeing, a few comments and messages, from our challengers, maybe getting a little discouraged like the first 4 or 5 days of the program, because maybe they cheated or, they can't do some of the moves very well, and that can be really discouraging. But we want you guys to know that that kind of stuff is normal, because, especially if you went from being very inactive to working out 7 days a week and changing up your nutrition, from A to B can be super hard. So don't focus on perfection, because perfection doesn't exist. So if you're trying to be perfect, you're setting yourself up for failure. If you're trying every single day to be better than you were the day before, then you're doing awesome. So, I'm not going to lie, I'm a coach and I'm still not perfect. I have my days where I still eat bad. I've started a program and cheated the first day too. So it happens, you just have to get back on track. As long as you learn from it and keep going, you are going to see progress and you're going to keep getting better at it. It's a habit. So whatever your habits are right now, you're breaking them and they're hard to break. So they say that it takes 21 days to create a new habit. So just, stay focused on what your goals are and keep doing that, and guys are going to do awesome. So that's what I wanted to go over for that. Sam?
Yes, definitely too, day 4 and day 5, coming from like a mental aspect of everything it's very challenging, because our minds are telling us to stop what you're doing, give up, it's not going to work for you. I know me personally, I had those thoughts going through my head every single day when I would wake up is, why are you doing this? You're just wasting your time. You're not going to finish this program. But it's learning how to switch that mindset and just waking up every single day and saying, I'm going to do this today. As soon as I wake up, I'm going to do my workout. I'm going to make sure that my meals are prepped for the day, and I'm going to rock this program out. So it's definitely very difficult day 4, day 5, I believe. And plus, too, our bodies are telling us to quit as well. I remember day 3 on the 21-day fix when I very first started. I couldn't walk up the stairs. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't squat or do anything. And I'm like, what did I get myself into? Like, I'm just going to stop right now. But my body, and my mind are telling me to stop, but my heart's like, you can do this. So it's just, I always tell people, work out every single day. Make sure that you're following the program. And the first week, it's going to be the hardest. And after that, it's going to be so much more easier. So it's just really sticking to that. But, when we talk about the first week of a new program, it's very common for us to gain weight during that transition period, because, again, you're going from a lifestyle where you don't work out, you eat unhealthy, and now you're transitioning to a more healthier lifestyle where you're getting up every single day, you're working out, you're eating healthy, you're looking at what you're putting into your body. So one of the questions that I get as a coach is, why am I gaining weight? And so I want to talk about muscle soreness. The more intense a program is, the more muscle soreness you're going to have. And so what happens is there's a few weeks where your body kind of goes into a protect and defend kind of stage. So what it's doing is, this is caused by the muscle breakdown. So your body is protecting your muscles and your tissue. So what happens is your muscles actually become inflamed, and your muscles become a little bit swollen because of the fluid retention. So muscle soreness, and this is the thing, I don't want to get muscle soreness confused with how hard you're working out, because muscle soreness does not equal how hard you're working out. The first week, you're definitely going to notice that muscle soreness. However, after that second week, you're not going to probably be sore whatsoever. I know that ever since I started that first week, I'm not sore, but I'm still working my muscles out. So it doesn't, people can work out and not have muscle soreness, but they're still working out. So I don't want you to get discouraged of, man, I'm not feeling my muscles being sore at all after I work out. Maybe I'm not working hard enough. You are, trust me. And that means that you're actually replenishing your body with all the nutrients that it needs to fully recover, like the Shakeology and the fruits and the vegetables and lean proteins, that means that you're actually helping your body recover faster and easier. So I just want to kind of talk about that muscle soreness and why you might be gaining weight in the first couple days of any kind of workout program. So I promise you, don't get stressed out about it. You're doing awesome. So keep going forward. So that's all I want to talk about with the muscle soreness and why people can gain weight during the first week of a new program.
Okay, and I just kind of wanted to add to that too, because I know some, people are a little discouraged to go back to that, the first few days. If they cheated, they feel like they failed, so they just want to give up. And we don't want you guys to do that, okay? Because if you quit, that is the only way you fail. Everybody fails. Everybody messes up. Everybody cheats. Everybody skips workouts now and then. The important thing is that you get back up and brush yourself off and just keep going, and the results will come. And with time, eating healthier and making it a routine and working out every single day will just come naturally to you. You'll look forward to it. And like Sam said, you won't be sore anymore because your body will be used to it. And you're getting all those nutrients that you need. And it's just your body's adapting to this new way of life. So don't be discouraged and just keep going. Did you want me to talk about the 80-20 rule, Sam? Do you want to talk about the next? Okay. So the important thing, I'm trying to explain this in a good way. Like when you're doing the 21-day fix, there are some pretty strict rules because you're supposed to get these awesome, amazing results in 21 days. But we want you guys to understand that overall you want to make this a lifestyle, not something that you cannot obtain and stick to for the rest of your life. This is not a diet. Actually, I hate the word diet. I've done them for years and they're miserable and they always make me cranky and starving, and it's just, they're not fun. So you need to find a way that works for you. If you cannot eat the same thing every single day, then mix up your meals and put some variety in there. And make it fun. We also want to talk about, like the Fix8 book. That is the 21-day fix book that Autumn came out with after the 21-day fix came out because it was just so popular and people wanted more recipes. So if you need more variety in your diet or you want something that kind of tastes like a cheat meal, but it's not, I definitely recommend the Fix8 cookbook because there's some really awesome sorry, there was lightning. I got distracted. But there's some awesome recipes in there. If you're a pasta lover, there's a mac and cheese recipe in there that's really good, and a bunch of good stuff. And oh, we got another person. Hey, Danny. Sorry. Okay. So continuing on, but yeah, that's the main thing we wanted to go over with you guys is that you want to make sure it's an 80-20 rule. Don't deprive yourself. If your weakness is, French fries or pastries, don't never eat those things again because you're just going to make yourself miserable. So
real fast, on the bottom left of your screen, Danny, you're going to see like a mute button. Can you press that mute button?
Oh, yeah, Danny.
That way you can mute your microphone. Awesome.
Thank you. So yeah, just know that, this is supposed to be a new way of life, something that you can continue on a daily basis. So if, you're working out every single day and something comes up and, you want to go to dinner with your family, don't feel bad and beat yourself up because you had something that you wanted. Okay. So just try and find that balance, because if you're doing the 80-20 thing, it's going to balance itself out and you're still going to see results. Especially I've done this before where, I did P90X back in the day. And I did P90X3 and I went hardcore for 90 days. I think I had one cheat meal in the whole 90 days, which I got great results, but I binge ate for like 3 weeks after that because I deprived myself of all the things that I was craving. So it just depends on your personality and who you are. Maybe some people, they can do that and be fine afterwards. For me, I couldn't. So you have to find your balance on what works for you. So that's all I have to say about the 80-20 rule.
No, awesome. Just to add just a short thing to that, especially because for me, like I said, I like to talk about mental health. For me, when I ate bad, especially because for me personally, I knew that I had to follow a diet for a certain amount of time before I could allow myself a cheat meal. And I'll be honest, like when I did have that cheat meal, or, you know, I thought, oh, I'm just going to have some chips. And, you know, to be perfectly honest, I felt tired. I felt lethargic. I felt those effects. So instead of me saying, oh, here you go again, you're slipping into your bad habits, so just quit now, I kind of took it and I switched it to a positive of, okay, so how did you feel after that meal? You felt you're tired, you felt very lethargic, you were, you know, just didn't feel good at all. So then the next time when I thought about that food and those chips or, you know, the cheeseburger or whatever, I kind of went back to that state of mind of saying, okay, do I really want that? Because last time I was, you know, I didn't feel very well afterwards. Like, do I really want to eat that again and feel the same way that I did? So, but yes, it's all about that balance. You know, if you want to go out and have a cheat meal, definitely do that. And actually, it is actually really good for your metabolism, because as we're shocking our metabolism into healthier lifestyle, it's good to kind of shock it a little bit back to, you know, maybe not so healthy foods, because again, it's confusing your body of saying, hey, what are you doing to me? First, you're giving me all this healthy food. Now I'm adjusting to this, but now all of a sudden you're kicking in a little bit of some cheeseburgers and French fries. Like, what are you doing? So it does kind of help, you know, kickstart your metabolism as well. And then also to make sure that you get all the junk food out of sight. Doesn't mean you have to get it out of the house, especially if you have a significant other, family members that live with you, but at least put it in a cabinet where you will not see it every single day. I think that's very important as well. So me, you know, my fiance and I, you know, he likes his cereals, he likes his chips and, you know, popcorn and all this stuff. So I try to keep it in a cupboard where I don't see it. That way I don't touch it. Is it a challenge? Yes, because I know it's in there, but at least I don't see it every single day. And so right now, I kind of want to talk about some different things that you really need to focus on. So water is very important in any kind of diet to stay hydrated, especially if you are doing a workout program that you haven't done before. Your body is already kind of shocked in a way, and so you need to make sure that you are giving the proper, that you are properly hydrating your body as well. So the rule of thumb is to make sure that you're drinking half of your body weight in ounces. So for example, if you weigh 200 pounds, you should drink a minimum 100 ounces a day in water. And yes, it's going to be a lot of bathroom time, but I promise you it's going to help with your recovery, with your muscle recovery, and it's going to help you get the hydration that you need. Also, sleep is very important as well. We all have hectic lifestyles. I still work a full-time job, and I, you know, have Beachbody coaching, and it's hectic, but it's awesome. But sometimes we kind of slack on the sleep. So just make sure that you give your body the sleep that it needs to fully recover as well. And let's see. I kind of want to talk about before and after pictures, if that's okay. So I want to talk about comfort zone a little bit, because mentally, when I first started, I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to take a picture of myself in my workout gear, because I felt just very anxious and very depressed. That was a state of mind that I was at. And the last thing I wanted to do was take a picture of myself. But I told myself, hey, Sam, you're going to look back at this picture someday and you're going to see where, like, how far you've come. So I pushed myself to take that picture, to take that selfie. And I looked at it, and I will be perfectly honest with you, I'm a real person. I started crying because it was very emotional for me, because I saw it and I saw how big I was, and I hated how big I got. But I said, you know, from this day on, I have to work on myself. I can't go down this road and, you know, continue to live how I want, how I'm living. So, you know, day 6, I actually took a picture in the same exact clothes, and I saw a dramatic difference. And so I was getting excited, because I'm like, man, like, I want to keep on going. Like, this is awesome. I want to keep going. I want to keep, you know, taking these pictures, because someday I'm going to have day 1, and I'm going to have a day where I'm at my goal weight, and it's going to be awesome. So I encourage you to step outside your comfort zone and take the before, during, and after pictures. You don't have to share them with anybody, but this is for you. This is for you personally to have a picture and to have that motivation in your mindset of, this is the old me. I'm getting rid of this old me. I'm not going to be depressed anymore. I'm not going to have anxiety anymore. I'm not going to be overweight anymore. I am going to become a person that is healthy, that is happy, that loves living their life. And so this is the old me, and I'm not going back to her. So definitely take those before and after pictures if you haven't. I highly encourage you to do that. So that's what I want to kind of talk about with the before and after pictures.
Okay. Also, too, just to add to that, can you hear me? Did I unmute myself? Yeah. Okay. Also, you want to. I think that one of the best things too is to also do measurements, because I used to be obsessed with the scale, and when the scale didn't go down, it would really upset me. And I think that a lot of girls can relate to this, to obsessively weighing themselves like every single day, and then just getting really frustrated when they see that they've lost like 0.2 of a pound, and they're eating super healthy and they're working out 7 days a week, and then that's what makes you want to give up. So I want to tell you right now that the scale doesn't always mean anything, because since my journey as a coach, I've only lost like 8 pounds, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but since the last 2 months, I have gone down a few sizes, and my pants are like falling off of me, and I haven't lost any more weight since then. It's inches. So it's important to be taking your measurements and keeping track of that, because you'll realize that the scale doesn't always matter. It's just a number. Nobody's going to see it except for you. So don't get so upset about it, because if you look good in your jeans, like, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So that's how I take it. And if you are going to weigh yourself, there's nothing wrong with it, but don't do it every day. That's super unhealthy. Okay. I used to do that every single day, like I said, and it would just make me depressed and want to give up. So a tip, if you are going to weigh yourself, no more than once a week. That's like the maximum, okay? And if you're going to weigh yourself once a week, don't do it in the morning and then the next week do it at night after you've eaten a full meal, because it's going to be different. So pick the time of the day that you're going to weigh yourself, every single week or every 2 weeks, whatever you decide. And, if you weigh yourself in the morning before you've eaten, always weigh yourself in the morning before you've eaten. Do not go eat at the Cheesecake Factory and then weigh yourself, because that's just going to make you really upset because it's not accurate. So just keep that in mind. Okay, guys? That's all I had to say about the scale. So I'm trying to think if we missed anything. I think we went over almost everything. Sam, do you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, I mean, I just, I want everyone to know that me and Angela are here for you. So if you have a day where you're just like, I don't think I can keep going, message us. That is what we're here for. That's why we were coaches, because Angela and I both are, in our past, I cannot talk. Angela and I were exactly where you are right now with starting your journey. So we understand the struggles. We understand, what you might be thinking, how you're reacting to, starting a brand new lifestyle. And it's hard. It's both physical. Like, everyone focuses on the physical transformation, which, yeah, that's important. But also too, it's a mental transformation. Because if you're so used to like putting yourself down and saying you're not worth it, you're going to give up, don't do this. It's a hard transformation to train your brain to think positive. For me, like, I had to kind of be aware of what I was thinking every single day. And whenever I had a negative thought, maybe I looked at myself in the mirror and said, wow, you're so ugly. And these are the thoughts that I had. You're ugly. You're not worth it. And as soon as I would start thinking those thoughts, I would say stop, and I would say something positive, like, you're awesome, keep going, you're doing a great job, you're living a healthier lifestyle. And so it's just training your brain to be more positive. And it might be kind of hard to think about training your brain to be positive, but it can happen. You train your brain to be negative, you can retrain it to be more positive. So like I said, just just reach out to us if you're having a rough day or if you have any kind of questions whatsoever, because that's what we're here for. So, Danielle, if you want to mute yourself, if you have any questions that you want to ask us, or, you know, how are you doing on the program? How are you feeling? We want to know.
Hi. So far, everything's going good, but I'm middle of second week, so
Awesome.
I did weigh today, and I was down from 194.9 when I started to 186 today.
Wow.
So, yeah. So big change.
That is awesome.
That is.
So,
That is so exciting. How are you feeling about that?
confident. It's making me want to stay with it. So, and like Angie knows, I want to start coaching. So that was me and my boyfriend's deal, was if I make it through a whole round, then I'll sign up to coach. So.
Oh my gosh, we would love to have you on the team. Like, that would be so awesome. Like, oh, I love this kind of stuff. So, how are you feeling, like, mentally? Like, are you having any problems, like, mentally of, you know, you said that you're feeling more confident, which that's exactly how I felt. And I'm like, listen, like, I have got to share this opportunity with everyone because this is freaking fantastic, you know? So, I mean, how are you feeling mentally?
Mentally, I feel stronger because I'm noticing even in the workouts, like last week when I had to do the lower fix, I didn't use any of the weights. I did the whole workout, but I didn't do any of the weights because I was so sore. This week, I was able to do it without any modifications. So it's making me feel like I can actually stick with it. My mindset's changing. And I'm noticing even, because I work at Walmart, so I'm seeing people with all these groceries, and I'm like, okay, that's like bad for you, and that's bad for you. I'm like, hey, I feel like, what's his name on the infomercial where, oh, this will kill you.
Oh, and he was like, what does he say? Like, sugar puffs, that'll kill you in about
No, that is awesome. Like, because, like, you have that mental switch, and I totally know where you're coming from because I did the exact same thing. And, like, as soon as you're on the program, like, you go out or, like, you see a person, like, buy all the stuff, and it's just like, oh, like, I don't even want to go back to that kind of stuff. Like, in the grocery store, I don't go in the middle aisles. Like, I go in the outer, like, the produce, the, you know, like, the meat section. Like, I don't go in those aisles anymore, unless it's for, like, you know, olive oil or something. But yeah, or peanut butter too. Oh my god, I cannot forget about peanut butter. I'm out of peanut butter, and I cannot wait to get some tomorrow. I'm so excited because I had to have some in my life.
Oh yeah, we run out of peanut butter like it's going out of style in our house. Like, we go through like a whole tub like so fast. It's just like, ow, gone.
Exactly. So Danny, are you, like, noticing, like, your clothes fitting better on you? And
I am. I told Chris, I was like, the first thing I've noticed is, because my main thing was I noticed I'd have like a super double chin, and I'm noticing that going away already. And then I'm noticing, like, basically my muffin top seems like it's not like as showing as much. So it's like, that's
right, this section isn't so, you know. I have, like, workers at work, and they're like, Sam, you have no chi-chis. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, I know, they're going down. It's good. It's good. They're like, normally they're out to here, but not so much anymore. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That happens sometimes.
Yes.
These didn't used to be so little.
Well, I remember when we joked, because I'd go back and forth. I always fluctuated, so I'd go back from being jumbos to shrinkos. Was your nickname all the time growing up?
Oh, man. So I know that probably Angela knows, like, why you wanted to do a challenge group, but for me, like, I'd never, you know, met you or anything. So, like, I want to know, like, what made you decide to finally make that positive change in your life? Like, what made you want to get healthier?
Well, I had actually originally found the program through a friend a few months ago, but she was trying to coach, and it was one of those where she'd be like, oh, I missed like 2 workouts, or I didn't do this and I didn't do that. And then she posted her cheat meal, and it was kind of like, okay. And then she went like completely silent since like August, I think. So, and then Angela kept talking to me about it here, and I was like, okay, well, I still wanted to stick with it. And then all of a sudden the person I was with kind of dropped off the face of the planet. So,
yeah.
So all of a sudden I was able to get back into it. And it feels like you guys are a lot more supportive and a lot better inspiration. So
yeah, no, I mean, like, I found my passion, you know what I mean? Like, I love helping people, but like I said, like the first week, second week of the program, I'm like, why isn't everybody doing this? Because I saw the progress. I was feeling better. I'm just like, it's just crazy. Like this has to be like everywhere. Like everyone needs to know about it. And for me, because like our coach, you know, she was supportive of us, and it's like, I want the same for everyone else, because I know how it is to struggle. Like me and Angela both know how it struggles like every single day. So we just want to help other people through those struggles and tell them, hey, we're here for you. We want you to succeed because that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? So I am sorry that you had a bad experience, but I'm glad that you found Angela, because she's a fantastic coach, and I know that she's going to help you every step of the way, and she's going to help develop you, and she's going to help you get to the place where you want to be. So that's awesome.
Wow.
Gail!
Who's there? I see a balloon.
Gail?
It is.
Woo! So no, we were just talking and everything, because we kind of went over what we want to talk about, but we were just kind of conversating and, you know, getting to know everyone a little bit. So I want to ask you, you know, why did you want to, I know your why, but, you know, Danielle and Angela, why did you want to get started in this challenge group?
So that I could be accountable, because I've tried it a few times before and was not. I only lasted a few days, and this time I've lasted longer than I have the other few times I've tried.
Yes. This like makes me a happy coach. Like this makes me a happy coach.
Well, and today I've been out cleaning the garage, so I'm dirty and have not showered yet. So
oh, it's okay. It's all good. So, do you have any questions, Gail, about anything? Danielle, do you have any questions for us?
no, not really. I was on a little earlier listening that my phone died, so.
No, you're good. We're like, oh, where'd she go? But no, it's okay.
And we recorded this too, and we'll post it. So if you guys wanted to go back and watch it or anything, you can totally do that too. So
Okay.
Yes. So after the past couple of days, like, how do you feel, Gail? Like, do you feel a bit better, or do you feel like a little bit more motivated to keep going?
I can walk again.
Yes.
I can go up and down stairs without cringing.
Right.
So that's a plus.
Well, good. No, that's awesome. Trust me, that's one of the struggles that I had when I first started, and I'm like, oh, God, like, I don't even know if I could keep on going. But like I said, the first week is the hardest week. After that, you'll be golden.
Yeah, that is the worst. But now that I can walk, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, good. Awesome.
Yeah, I think the first week I was so sore I couldn't even lay down.
Right? Or going to the bathroom was like horrible.
Oh God, like I was holding on to this thing.
I felt like a pregnant woman when I had to pee or sit down, because I like had to get up, you know, like this.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. I know, I'm walking from my friend's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. Okay, I worked out.
I had someone at work ask me if I started working out, and I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, oh, well, I can see how you're walking, so.
Yeah, that gives it away every time.
Yeah, there's that certain walk that everyone knows, like, something's up, because you're just like
walking like a penguin.
Well, no, so I'm excited for you ladies. I think that you both are doing a phenomenal job, and I think that, you know, you both are very motivated to stick to the program, which is fantastic. And Angela and I both are super proud of you, and, you know, keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, I was telling we were telling Danielle about, if there's anything you need, like any kind of, if there's days that, you know, you don't feel like going forward, that's what we're here for. So message us, get in contact with us. You know, we're here throughout the whole journey. We're not going to leave you. We're not going to disappear on you, because this is what Angela and I are passionate about. We love coaching and what it's done for us personally, and to see the lives that it's changed for all of our challengers. I mean, there's like no words to describe it. Like, you know, as when you guys are saying like how great you're feeling about yourself and Danielle, the way that you're losing, and it makes us such proud coaches, because it's like, this is why we love to do what we do, because we know that we're helping others and we're helping you guys out. So definitely utilize us as much as you can with any kind of questions.
So yeah, can do that.
And don't feel like, I mean, like, I think a lot of people feel like after they do a challenge group, they're just like, okay, well, you know, we're done. I mean, we're still your coach. So you can always reach out to us even when the challenge is over. And we do challenge groups every month. So if you want to be in another one, then you can totally be in another one. You can continue on your journey with us. That's what we're here for. So you can keep going and continuing on. So, yeah.
Good.
Definitely. No, that's a good point that you brought up, Angela, because, you know, some people do think like after the challenge group that's it. No, like if you say, hey, Sam, I want to be in the next challenge group, you know, we're going to put you in there. You know, if you have to be in 6 challenge groups and 12 challenge groups, if that helps you get where you need to be, that's what we're going to do for you. You know, so
that sounds like a good plan.
Yes. Yes.
So many people say, they're like, well, I do good in the challenge group, and then afterwards I fall off the wagon because I don't have that support anymore. Well, if you're that type of person that needs that type of support consistently, then just keep going in the challenge groups, because then you're going to always have that online support, which is what is so great about Beachbody, because they provide that for you. It's a whole online community of people going through the same thing that you're going through. And I just never felt that at the gym, because you don't really like go up to people at the gym and be like, hey, what are your goals? You know?
Right?
So I think it's an awesome thing. So just, you know, if you want to continue on your journey with us, that's what we're here for. So
yes. So any questions that you ladies have, or any concerns that you might have, or?
No, the only thing I realize, I need to make myself eat more earlier in the day, because I get to the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I have barely eaten what I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
like,
I think that I'm afraid that by the end of the day, I'm going to be hungry, is I think what I'm subconsciously doing. I was like, no, I don't want to be hungry at the end of the day and not have food left, but that's totally not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, going from like eating 1 or 2 meals a day to the 21 Day Fix eating plan, I'm like, how am I supposed to eat all this food? Like, I'm trying to like force myself to eat some of the food, because I'm like, this is just crazy. But, you know, some little tricks to help you get your containers in. I mean, definitely Shakeology. We know Shakeology, that's considered one red container. So actually the past few days, before I ran out of my peanut butter, I've been putting like a full banana, because that counts as 2 fruits for me, and then my peanut butter, and I actually do 1 spinach, because especially for me, I have to have 6 vegetables a day, and I hate vegetables. I mean, I like them, but I'm more of a fruit person than I'm a vegetable person. So mixing like a cup of spinach, and you can't taste it either, it helps you sneak in a couple of those extra containers for you.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, so I would definitely suggest that, and that's what I have for breakfast every single day is my Shakeology. And then, to be perfectly honest, which you can do this, I actually will have Shakeology twice a day. Sometimes I'll have it as breakfast, and then if I decide to work out later on, I'll have it right after with just some water. I'll shake it up and I'll chug it. But that kind of helps to get an extra container. So I know there's like some questions in the past that I've gotten of, can you do more than 1 Shakeology a day? Yes, you can, but definitely make sure that at least one of them has a little bit more caloric intake. So like I said, the peanut butter, the spinach, the banana, the ice, the water, that's your breakfast. And then you can always have it for like an after workout recovery snack, or to get those extra nutrients as well. So you're going to go through the Shakeology a little bit faster, but I love it. So, and John has Shakeology, so it kind of works out the best for me. So I can use all of his.
That works.
So yeah. So
yeah, and I can relate to Sam when I'm being perfectly honest. I don't really like vegetables, but I eat them because they're good for me, and you can find ways to get them in. You can put them in your shake. There's actually a Shakeology boost too, veggies if you wanted to do that. That's something that I do to help get it's 1 extra serving of vegetables that I don't have to eat. So, and you know, there's people out there that just don't like veggies, but that doesn't mean you can't be healthy. You can find ways to do it. You can blend it in a drink. You can do one of them in a Shakeology boost or something like that. You can get your nutrients, other ways. You need to eat some solid veggies. But just know that there is a way, and it's not necessarily, because so many people tell me, I want to get fit, but I hate vegetables. And it's like, that's not an excuse. So I hate them too. But you know what? I like the way I feel after eating them versus the way I feel after binge eating on pizza. So
I actually like vegetables, so I'm lucky there.
Great. I wish I loved vegetables. I really do. But my whole point here is that if you don't like vegetables, that's not an excuse, because I'm being totally and completely real with you guys. I don't like them either. But I love the way they make me feel. I have more energy. I'm more confident. I'm more excited about life and what I'm doing. And I'm just overall happier and healthier. So like I said, 80-20 rule. I enjoy the foods I love. I love to eat. I will never give up some of my fatty foods, but I just cannot eat them on a regular basis because my body doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add that in there. But
yeah. One thing that I want you all to do is, if you haven't already, I really want you to write down why you want to get healthy. Why do you want to be in this challenge group? What does it mean to you to succeed and to stick to this whole program? Write down your goals and really, focus on them, because for me, this phone, I can text and all this kind of stuff, but it's something about a piece of paper and a pen, and you have that connection when you're writing something down and writing things out. It kind of clicks in a way. So really, I want you to write down your why. Why is it important for you to be healthier? What does it mean to you and your family? And post that on your refrigerator, because we all go through our refrigerators every single day. So post on your refrigerator, read it to yourself when you feel down, when you feel like you're, doubtful of what you're doing. And you're going to get that extra motivation that you need just from reading that, because you're going to know how far you came and where you're going. So definitely do that. That's really going to help you. So we have less than a minute. It's giving me the less than a minute warning. So, yeah.
yeah, we're glad that you guys signed on. We did this call because we really wanted to be able to do some one-on-one rather than just post, and really be able to answer your questions and show you that we care and help you as much as we can. So
yeah.
Log it on.
And if this is something that you want to do also too, like maybe not next week, but the week after, do like another phone call, like another check-in, and see how everyone is doing, we'll definitely do that. I think it'll kind of engage everyone, and that way you guys can get to know each other as well, and it'll be a fun time. So
I'm down with that.
Woo! Gail, I'm so excited for you. Danielle, I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You guys are doing awesome.
Yes. So, well, if there's anything that you need from us, reach out. If not, definitely have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week. Keep pushing. Post pictures. Participate in the group also, because that's really going to help you out, is by participating, by posting pictures. This group is a safe, secure group where you can post whatever you want to post. So no one's going to judge you. And this is for you, so don't hesitate to do it as well.
And it's private. No one else can see the post but people that are in the group. So.
Yes.